No. Nuh-uh. Highlanders and Midlanders are not two separate races. Shut up. I know you wanna feel special for playing a Highlander, but no. You're just an human. An fucking human. No. Your mother ate elderberries during your brain's development. And with that out of the way, I am here on the final step of my glorious crusade to make you not play any of the Final Fantasy races. The rest of my crusade can be found here. I probably said something mean about your favorite race. Yes, whatever. And today, the Hyur are getting it. Top 5 reasons not to play Hyur. Let us commence. Number 1. The average Hyur player is just very mediocre at the actual game of Final Fantasy XIV. I know, like, what? We actually talking about the gameplay? Cringe. And listen, I don't mean baking or RP, I mean the Hyur will never be the outstanding party member in your weekly Sasha hard runs. I need to get my gear, bro. They won't solo that boss when the rest of the party fumbled the bag which held their existence. The Hyur player will always be that below average dude doing their thing, and that goes for everything else in their life, to be honest. 5.5 inches, lasts around 90 seconds, straight C student, can run 100 meters in 15 seconds, passes straight 50s, complains about mods and r/FFXIV discussion, goes to their job at the sawmill Monday to Friday, buys the new FIFA every year, and does their duty roulette. Number 2. The Hyur population is the most unique and fun split to observe from the outside, as it is essentially a 90-10 split, where the 90% rock that basic phase 1 meteor phase. And you're probably thinking, how did that happen? And that's when we enter the further 45-45 split within the 90. Half of phase 1 gang is simply RMT bots running around and destroying the price of guild ship items and materials like crafting crystals. But the other half of phase 1 gang is people who saw Meteor in the trailer and were like, he's literally me, and just made Meteor and they play as Meteor and they are Meteor and they are meat enough, and whenever a new trailer drops, they are the ones who are saving the world, not you. And the last 10% of Hyur players is like what else left of the humanity spectrum. Okay, that felt like a Stats 102 lesson Eosia edition, but there's probably something in there that will make you not wanna play Hyurs, I guess. At the very least, your chances of being mistaken for a bot are less on the other races. Number 3. When the traditional values accumulated to the exotic become easily accessible and available, they lose a lot of the sentiment and rarity which made them exotic in the first place. And then the vanilla somehow metamorphs into this new sense of exoticy. In this game of a bunch of weird races for people to fetishize somehow, a very prominent set of sub-people exists that are just not enamored by the fantasy which surrounds them. And all they want in life is some Hyur Biosi. That stands for boy or pussy, not to be confused with the commonly used bussy, boy pussy. And these people can be very, how should I say this, very honed in and focused on their goal, or what we in the real world call stalking and sexual harassment. In conclusion, there's some weirdos out there and you would think playing a Hyur would keep them away, but it in fact does the opposite. Proceed through character creator at your own risk. Number 4. Hyur really lost the genetic battle that occurred during the Shattering. Every other race has some sort of natural biological advantage due to the disposition of their birth. Viera have increased agility and strength, prolonged lifespans, enhanced hearing, or Rogadin with their very much above average natural strength and hardened skin, or Aura with increased healing properties and natural armor, or even the Lalafell with great agility and strength despite the small statue, which is an obvious advantage in battle. You get the idea. The Hyur really don't have much of anything going for them. I would honestly pick any of the other races if given the choice in battle. That's why the Hyur live everywhere around Eorzea and don't have an origin home like the other races, cause they got kicked the fuck out by the superior races. So when you decide to come into this world under the Hyur complexion, you are choosing to put yourself in a disadvantageous position from the start. Number 5. Let's have a little science and history lesson about Eorzea's biochemical bodily reactions, shall we? Interracial, my favorite category.
What do you mean by that?
But also something that happens a lot in the lands of Eorzea. A popular example is Hilda's Ellison Lord Father and lowly maid mother. The odds of actually conceiving a biracial child are much lower compared to same race relations, and in fact, some races are just completely incompatible biologically. I am sorry, ERPers, but those are official Sharlayan research facts. That begs the question, why am I telling you all this? Well, from all our recorded historic accounts, crossbreeding seems to only happen when the Hyur are involved. And this means if you play any other race, you can ERP with the other races, whatever, chilling, no worries. But Hyur, you always gotta be on your toes and always make sure you're protected, because we both know your dumbass ain't trying to pay no child support. You don't care about that child, so don't give yourself those problems. Don't play here. Don't play with the odds. This message was brought to you by the Single Fathers Trust Fund of Eorzea. And as a single father of at least 12 minions, please, please, a like and subscribe. One like feeds one child for a day in Eorzea. One click can save a life. Look at his eyes, there's not a single thought in them. He wouldn't survive a day without your help. Please. Cries.